What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to go over a quick news story about Death Stranding 2. I personally believe this to be true, and you'll see why rather early. And basically, somebody spotted a senior character artist who used to work for PlayStation Studios Visual Arts, okay? And he's moved on. I think he works for 2K now. But on his site, he listed the games he's been working on, or he has worked on. And there were two games that stood out, and we can talk a little bit about both, but Death Stranding 2 being the biggest one. One of them was an upcoming first-person shooter, and it's coming out in 2024. The other is Death Stranding 2, working title, 2024. And what's funnier about this, and again, why I believe this to be even more true, well, number one, it was on his personal website. He has no reason to make it up or exaggerate or anything. But once there was an article a few days ago, this news is a few days old. Once it got passed around, he took it down. So if you go on his site right now, Death Stranding 2 isn't there anymore. He doesn't even have that he worked on it. So the top game on his site right now is that upcoming first-person shooter, and then underneath it, you could see Firewall Ultra, right? So he took Death Stranding 2 down. So it's not like he didn't work on it. I think he just took it down because he got caught. Yet again, the other upcoming first-person shooter game, which people are saying is probably the Firewalk Studios game, that game still says 2024, so he's kind of letting the cat out of the bag of that game no matter what. I guess he's like, well, who cares about that one? But even though that one could be actually pretty big, but Death Stranding 2, 2024. So to me, that's the big news. It's not too unexpected from me that Death Stranding 2 would come out in just a few years. Maybe to other people, you know, and it's not the worst thing to expect of a game, right? Nowadays, when a game gets shown, I mean, it comes out 3, 4, 5 years later. I get why some people would say Death Stranding 2 is probably a while away, but no, I mean, honestly, it seems like it's, the first Death Stranding came out in the fall, right, of 2019. So if this game were to come out also in the fall, I'd imagine they would try to nail the same-ish spot, right? So that's not too bad. The biggest question to me actually would then be the other game, right? Overdose for Xbox. When does that game come out? Does Death Stranding 2 actually come out before that game? Because we know that game's in the works, but that game actually got leaked. Like, there's a couple minutes of actual footage of that game. But unless that game comes out in 2023 or the first half of 2024, right, it's possible Death Stranding 2 comes out before it, or maybe even at the same time. So we could be getting back-to-back Kojima games, maybe in the same year, maybe back-to-back years. I mean, I think that would be pretty darn cool, obviously for different platforms, different systems, but still. So there you go. So Death Stranding 2, 2024. Again, I believe it. He took it down, but he worked on it, and I mean, nobody's making anything up. Like, that was there. So he made a mistake. He got caught, and then he removed it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I'll see you all on the next one.